Into hell's door. Cross me and I bet you get what you paid for. Underdog of the undercity, keep it risky. Don't you test me, run away now, kitty. I drown in self-doubts, despair and breakdowns. I rose back up, I'm the one and only hell. Snuff out all of the lights, I'm the one who will guide. All the ones who straight away you gotta realize. Resurrection. Like Shiranui, I'm reborn again. I'll say amen, just close your eyes, the fire's burning. Yeah, you know I'm relishing. And every breath you take, it fuels the flames. Yeah, I'm so devilish, the demons kept away, we're lost, but now I'm fucking breaking them. You can hate me, but I did what I set out for. I'm the top of that you wanted, but you won't score. I'm the demon stalking you, your words like daggers. I'm immune, I'm so taboo pursuing you. Nothing that you can even do. My forsaken soul's a listen close. You best give it up, give it up. You're all mine, 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 mine. Don't you love it the way I do the most? Don't speak, sip it up, sip it up. You don't hear my name. Tricky, 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 getting tricky, tricky. Tricky, 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 getting tricky, tricky. Welcome to the chaos and mortality. I'm wreaking havoc if I see it and I want it. Yeah, you know I gotta have it. Demons deep inside me tell me I'm everything but identity. I'm like a forest curse, a flag and an everlasting reality of men and monsters, yet I'm stuck in unless in the empires rise and fall, and you're right to remain. Evil in the residence is evidence I say my name. My forsaken soul's a listen close. You best give it up, give it up. You're all mine, 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 mine. Don't you love it the way I do the most? Don't speak, sip it up, sip it up. You don't hear it, my name. I'm the big boss, I'm everywhere all at once. Terrible mirage, match you until you're just us. A singularity, mental prosperity. Supernova if you test me, so tread carefully. I'm more than timeless, I'm overtaking it all behind your conscience. I lingered there from the start, they say they want it more. Go ahead baby, go explore. I'll consume you, it's a to you, see I told you before that everything I do is calculated. Princess of the toilet faded, by the gods above created. Everything you see I'm ancient, soaring higher, all is greater. Never fade, just call me faker. Hear me in those endless whispers, know that you can't replicate it. Stay in your lane unless you're ready to feed the dragons on the hunt and steady and you're out of your league. Call me the moon, I'm a joy cause I'm always there. Looking down, say hello, yeah you best beware. My forsaken soul's a listen close. You best give it up, give it up. You're all mine, 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 mine. Don't you love it the way I do the most? Don't speak, sip it up, sip it up. You don't hear it, our name. Boss rush.
What's up? Your guy Grumps. You know, they've already been asked what's going on with the title. And I'll get to it eventually. Right now, I'm kind of waiting for Minecraft to load. It's just just sitting here, just like, I got the Minecraft Forge red screen. I'm just like going, please load, please load, please load. But yeah, we're gonna play Minecraft hardcore for a little while. I don't know how long, really. I do know that when I play Minecraft, I'm more able to speak about shit that's floating in my brain. But as compared to like when I play Cyberpunk later, I'm really not gonna have that option. It's just gonna I'm gonna make silly comments playing Cyberpunk, but not really talk about things going on in the world that much. But because I can't get to OBS right at the moment, so sorry guys, you can't see shit. At least not until this fucker decides to load up. Just saying, it's working on it. It's getting there. I'm thinking. Mostly because it's having issues because I got a web browser loaded. I think it's should be ready to go. Maybe. Come on, you can do it! Yay! Come on, my little buddy, you can do it! Come on, Mr. Little Computer, you can do it! No, actually, Mr. Big Computer can do it! Yay! Come on, you can do it, dude! Go, go, go! Please don't crash. Ah! Okay. Can I go back here? Yes, I can. There we are. All right. Okay. No, we. Is that going to do it? No, that's not. Okay, let's get to this. Uh, uh, let's do that. Yeah. Go to the game. Oh, I don't have my PNG going. I can get my PNG going real fast. It'll take me just a quick second, and let me close you out because I can't have you open. Or else it's gonna lag something fierce. Ah, all right. Okay. All right. Singer player. All right. Stop that. All right. Let's kind of wait and see if you all can see the game, and then we can get into it. Oh, there's my PNG. Hey, I like that. I wish I could figure out how to make the like a 5 second delay. Oh, there we go. I know I'm gonna be good. So the title. Uh, if you were kind of were either aware or were here last night for the stream I did on that video, I'm going to talk about Slop Tubers because they bother me. Now, I freely admit. Okay. All right. So we. How much iron do we have? Not much. Okay, let's do this. All right. Like Slop Tubers. Okay. I don't have one. All right. I guess I need to find one. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, slop tubers. I mean, what is a slop tuber? Okay, if I call someone a slop tuber, it's an insult. Right? It's not something that anybody should be proud of because the basic definition of a slop tuber is someone who likes to spread misinformation. You know, and that's not a good thing. Misinformation could be your biases playing through, like we saw last night when someone say they're going to do a deep dive and stuff when they don't actually do a deep dive. They just want to present their bias, be biased, and go with that. And because when you what you're comfortable with for various reasons, like no, maybe they're wrong. Yeah, I like this person, but they still could be wrong. And yeah, I'm looking. I think our best bet is to go west. You know, you're not interested in reporting a story. You're interested in just, no, I just want everybody to agree with my opinion, or I just don't want to rock the boat type situation where I'm going to stick with the popular narrative instead of going, this doesn't look right, or there's something missing here, or questioning what's being presented in front of you. Okay. Now, I'll be honest, that doesn't really help anybody. Doesn't help the people that you're doing the story on. Because no, let's be honest. If they do something wrong, they need to be called out on it. Okay, if you like them, especially if you like them, because you're reinforcing a behavior where, hey, hi guys, how you doing? How's the wife and kids? I'm sorry about killing a bunch of you earlier, but hey, what you gotta do? I needed a bed. Okay, over there. And you kind of get what Bal's going through right at the moment, where she did a really couple bad tweets. Whether you want to say, oh, wasn't, she didn't mean what she meant. She didn't mean everything she didn't mean to tweet that way. Then she needs to be accountable for the message she sent out. If she didn't mean that, she need to clarify. I think that's what a lot of people just wanted her to do, is to clarify her statement, but she refused. And well, you got what you got. But the reporter, the people who are reporting on the story, for whatever reason, and it's not to Bal's benefit, sat there and going, oh, she didn't really do anything wrong. Well, yeah, she did. She was doing a false narrative. She was using, like I say, absolute statements and stuff like that. She wasn't being clear about what she was talking about. All right. Then the whole artist thing is, once again, not being clear about what you're fucking talking about. Then double down on things. It's like, okay, come on. Then you have a major artist website laying a smackdown on you, and it's pretty much saying hey, about, you're a nice person and everything, but your hot takes are pissing people off, and you're not helping anyone. Okay. When majority of people are looking at you going, dude, this is a fucked up situation. It's a solid ramble. I guess I can't. Have I gone north before? Sort of. I don't see what I need. Well, let's go east. Because we really haven't gone east. I need a mountain with a bunch of resources on it. I need a lot more coal and all that stuff. But it's just but the way it's being reported is oh, poor Val, poor Val. No, not poor Val. You're not helping Val doing that. You're not. If you're friendly with her, friends call each other out on their bullshit all the time. I mean, if they do a bad take, a real friend will go, hey, dude, that's kind of fucked up. You don't sit there and just oh, you're gonna be okay. No, as Val's learning is people don't appreciate her little comments and stuff, and they're calling her out on her bullshit. Okay, and not and trying to side with her narrative doesn't fucking help. I mean, even if you understood the message, you should say, no, Bao, you need to you got to make it clear. You know, that's what people should have done. It should say, hey, you need to make this shit clear, because the way you put in things, it's kind of yikes. You know, and it wasn't until the artist thing that that message got through. It was like, yikes. Maybe you should be more mindful of how you put things. I mean, come on. I mean, to be honest with you, nobody really wants to hate on Bao. I mean, nobody wants to hate on any VTuber, to be honest with you. Okay. Oh yeah, no, you know the people who like love drama and all that stuff. Yeah, blah blah blah. They can make content. Yay for them. But at the end of the day, it's like nobody. At the end of the day, it's tiring. You know, it's just like, really, this again. That's a lot of it. It's like, come on, can't you just guys work this out between yourselves? Charlie is getting canceled. JJ, that don't make no damn sense. She's getting canceled. Charlie's getting canceled for what? I haven't seen nothing about that. Bao is getting canceled. Who's going to get canceled next? Hopefully no one, to be honest with you. All right? It's... My point is this shit's got to stop. No, all this public... No. Hey, you made me mad. Instead of talking to you and working out our differences, I'm going to drop a Google Doc, or I'm going to make a tweet, or I'm going to do a video. No, don't. People are tired of it. They're mostly looking at you going like, you're stupid. What? You can't work this shit out on your own? You have to drag everybody else into it? I mean, that's what I say every time I see a fucking Google Doc now. So you can't work this out all on your own? Why are you dragging everybody else into it? Because a lot of stuff they bring up, let's be honest here, it's none of our fucking business. Unless it's, public safety is involved. Or something like what happened with V Shoujo, where a legitimate crime happened. Fraud. All this other bullshit, we don't really need to know about. Okay. And Slop Tubers are like those people who write for the National Enquirer. Is there a little bit of truth in their stories? Yes. But most of it is coming out their ass. There is a term that I learned in school way back when, in history class, and reason why we have certain ethics in journalism now is called yellow journalism. Yellow journalism is, hey, my opinion is more important than the facts I'm going to present, and that's what we're going with. And here's the other thing, which these Slop Tubers better start becoming very aware of. That's why people don't trust national media, because it was all fucking opinion. It's not about the facts. It's about what agenda I'm going to push today. Typical political bullshit, but it's not about the truth or the facts as they are presented. It's about, part of it's like, hey, what's going to make me money? What opinion can I present that most people are going to come and subscribe to my channel because, I agree. His opinion, or he's got the story right because I agree with everything he says. And I'm sure people heard my coverage of it and like, I don't agree with what he's saying. His opinion, because I'm not doing opinions. I mean, I do a little bit of opinions, but I also stick to the facts. My opinions are based on facts. It's not based on what I want to happen. Because what I want to happen didn't fucking happen. You know? And it's, and no, it isn't about what I want. This is what, no, a lot of these so-called journalism, who are journalists, which, no, I mean, quite frankly, that's an insult to journalists around the world, is that a real journalist is interested in the fact and telling the whole story, not just the parts they like. Okay, and taking things as it's presented. And if something doesn't make sense, they'll be the first person that lines up and go, this doesn't make sense. We're missing something here. Hold off on the story till we have all the information. Because right now, we don't have all the information. The example I like to use for my coverage of Tatanka. I didn't come to any conclusions. I didn't say he was guilty or innocent. I'm saying we only have one side of the story. We can't go any further than that. I didn't say I believe him. I didn't say I didn't believe him. I said we don't have all the facts because it was dealing with an actual very serious issue, and you can't just he's right. No, that's not how. Quite frankly, the truth works. You know, truth, I said this before, truth is not right or wrong. It's just the truth. It's just the facts. And you don't have, no, if you don't like it, well, it's just too damn bad. Okay? There's a lot of things that have happened that some very popular VTubers have done wrong. And to think that one is completely and totally innocent of everything that's been said about them, you're lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Okay? No, to me, that's the greatest insult in the world, is to lie to yourself. Because you just know. It's like if people sit there and say Cinder didn't do nothing wrong. No, you're lying to yourself. She did some stuff wrong. Because she admits to it. You know? That's another thing Slop Tubers do. They don't want to admit when someone says, hey, I did fuck up. I own this. They won't admit that anybody does that. Right? And someone's going to bring up an example about something I said. And it's like about a certain somebody. That certain somebody never made a public standalone video or a document admitting his mistakes or what he fucked up. He's always buried that shit. Always. He doesn't want a public record saying he fucked up. It's not good for his image, I guess, of being an immature little shithead. But yeah, it's no. A slot tuber is someone that's more interested in like eventually maybe doing a collab with. That's some of it. With some people, hey, you want to do collab? I always supported you. Always stuck your side in anything that's come out about you. Okay, you're not helping anything when you do that. Okay, you're not, especially them. Okay, because no, they're just no. If everybody did that, it's like always support someone and never like question them, their statements. Well, know what you're doing? Reinforcing bad behavior, which is going to eventually come back and bite them in the ass. I mean, okay, I'll say it again because I've said it numerous times, so it's not a big fucking secret. I like Belle. I do. I think she's very talented. I think she's no, she's funny and she's fun to watch. Okay, but the same token is, I like Cinder too. I think she's funny and she's fun to watch. I don't want to sleep with any of them because, once again, they are young enough to be my daughter. And that's just all sorts of fucking creepy right there. Two, I don't look at them that way. It's like, I know, like, Bao has a Fansly, supposedly. I don't know. I don't really look. Okay. It's like, no, I know Project Melody's other job. I have, seen a couple things from there. And I was like, okay. Doesn't really do anything for me. It's not that I'm gay, it's just like, all right. That, I mean, if that's what gets you going, that's what gets you going, okay? And not judging. It's like, but at the same token, does it really fucking matter? And I see people using that as an insult towards her. I wouldn't. If that's what she wants to do, that's her choice. She's a grown-ass woman. And she isn't a legal adult, and if she wants to do that shit, she can do that shit. Don't bring it up as an insult. It's like, well, then you're insulting anybody that has a Fansly. That includes Cinder, by the way, I believe. I'm pretty sure Cinder has a Fansly. And whatever she does on there, I don't know. I don't check that shit out. Because I'm not going to spend my money on that shit. Some VTuber fans treat Shiley and Bao like sacred cows, thinking they're immune to criticisms. Well, that's a fucking mistake on their part. I mean, it's... And I'm going to be honest, some Cinder fans do the same thing. Okay? They act like, no, in this whole thing, that she didn't do anything wrong, and even when she even admits that she did some things wrong, they kind of brush it off. No, I'm not saying you send hate to her, but don't sit there and act like she didn't do anything wrong. That's what I'm saying. You can forgive her. You don't have to talk about it. No. Just like how Bao fans don't necessarily have to talk about what she did wrong. No, I'll be honest about it. That's not their place. Okay, is it my place? Yes and no. Because I don't particularly want to do it. Because it just makes me look like a prick all the fucking time. That's why. Oh, you're picking on this person all the time. I don't, not really. It's just they get their asses in trouble all the time. What do you want me to do? Why are you being like a little sketchy right at the moment? Right? Why are you being a little laggy right at the moment? Am I clear to like a spawner, close to a spawner or something? Alright. I'm now gonna sound like a villager. I mean, it's like the one I call I do not want to be a slop tuber. And I want to focus on the facts, and in truth to be told, what I really want to focus on is just having a good fucking time. Talking about this shit is not enjoyable to me. The only reason I'm all this stuff, and yeah, I can sit here and like talk to myself about it, but be truth be told, sometimes like when I stream, I am talking to myself. But it's more along the lines of I just need to get this out of my head, so I can actually concentrate on the things I want to have fun doing. Because if I don't do that, I mean, it's gonna bother me. I mean, I learned that I can't have these thoughts in my head while playing a game like Cyberpunk or Mass Effect, where it's a heavy action game. If I die in Minecraft, I'll just start over. And that's kind of the way I feel about it. It's like, no, I also get in my head, on which I like, I don't know if it's true or not. It's like people value my opinion on these subjects. Like, cool. And that is sort of a responsibility that, people who cover stuff like this, you know, have to acknowledge, okay, that when you start a type of coverage, a type of process going through these things, you need to stick to that process that you establish for yourself. No, not just sit there and like, oh, what would be the best one in my case? Uh, I think people will sit there and say, "Oh, he's never going to say Cinder did something wrong." When I'm talking about the Cinder stuff, if anybody's ever tuned into anything I've done about the Cinder stuff, I've never said that. I've never said that. In fact, quite frankly, where's my boat? It's over here. Oh, there it is. I've always been like on the opposite of that. I've always said that she has done things wrong and she has taken accountability for it. I've never said that Cinder has done nothing wrong. Okay. Well, basically, my personal opinion on responsibility is if you did something wrong and you acknowledge it, you get respect for doing that. The problem here is with Slop Tubers. They don't do that. They just ignore it. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Right here, she said she did something wrong. What's wrong with you? Can't you read? It's like that last night when he said that he misread that sentence, and where he said that he tried to imply, even though it's right there on the fucking screen, that Cinder in her document said she didn't do nothing wrong, which was not what she said. Which he probably should go back and correct, because God, it just makes you look bad, like, especially because the words are right there, and it makes it like, hey, he can't fucking read. And then you got some Slop Tubers doing gotcha moments, like the guy last night trying to make it like that Cinder and Red are married. I was like, he's really trying to push that narrative. It's like, no, dude. If they were married, I think by now they was, because of everything that happened, they would say they were married. I mean, until they say that they're married, we don't know. And we shouldn't support a narrative of that. And if they are, it's none of our business. That's another thing. There's things that happen that Slop Tubers, like Morkazahan, Linda Nazowski, I think it is her name, Mojin, Rema Everstar will cover, which I won't. It's like someone having an issue and they're in a dark place and they tell everybody, or someone's crashing out on stream and saying they're going to hurt themselves. I'm not going to cover that. Out of respect for them, whether I like them or not, I am not going to talk about it, because they're going through something, and what they really need is people to keep their fucking mouth shut and not sensationalize some kind of traumatic event. Because to me, that's a really disgusting behavior. I'll put it this way. Let's say Saba went to TwitchCon and she got assaulted. She was there in real life, because Twitch, and she got assaulted. Would I report on it? No. You want to know why? It's not because I'm a Saba fan. It's because I don't want to have something online like, hey, you went through something traumatic and I'm going to make money off of it. Look at me. You know, the only time I would talk about something like sexual assault and all that, if it's for the good of public safety. Somebody did this, not too many people are talking about it, or it's just like, it's like, oh, everybody's talking about the high school drama, but this is actually something about public safety. I'm going to talk about it. Well, to that statement, JJ, we don't want to think. What the age I grew up in, it was very hard to believe that our beloved actors and actresses had to go to the bathroom. I mean, if you think about it, if you watch a show in the 70s and earlier, one, you never see him go to the bathroom. And they have all these kids, but the husband and wife sleep in separate beds. It's like, that's impressive. And it's the same thing going on right now. It's like most VTubers, okay, present a certain facade. Okay. You get to see a little bit of their real personality, but you don't see their whole personality. Okay. I mean, let's put it this way. First time this past few weeks, Saba has been dropping the F-bomb, which is something, no, in her previous life, she didn't do. All right. And it's catching people off guard because they're like going, she never dropped the F-bomb. We've heard her say it maybe once or twice, but dear God, she's saying it all the freaking time now. It's like, oh. She doesn't really have that image anymore that she has to keep up. She's free to be herself. And more of her own personality is coming out, which good. Stop. No, if you don't like something, and don't be nice and cute and like go along with everybody. Be the person that says, I don't fucking like this. Don't want to fucking do it. I'm not gonna fucking do it. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. And if a lot of corporate VTubers do that, you know, maybe some companies will get the fucking message. Yeah, kind of talking about Hololive. Really far away from them. Hey, mech. Yeah. You know, it's just VTubers. Well, some VTubers. Really. Which way do I want to go? I wanted to go that way. Just kind of need to find a resource mountain. I mean, these have been pretty good. I mean, I've gotten quite a bit of coal, but I really need to get some more iron, so I can really use iron tools. Have all that ready before I go into a cave and die, because that way I can be really pissed off because I wasted a lot of time working on getting a whole bunch of iron dying in the cave. But when I approach any kind of situation, I'm interested in the facts. I typically try to keep my biases out of it. And I'll freely admit, if something, oh geez, I got the freaking hiccups again. If something happens with Saba, I probably won't report on it because I know myself. I'm not going to be able to keep my biases out of it, and you wouldn't get the report, the stuff I've done on other stuff. It's like I don't think Bao or Shiley are horrible people. I've never put on that act. Okay. Do I think they're petty and immature? Yeah. In some ways, guess what? So is Cinder. That label goes to everybody involved. All right. This was a petty, immature thing. Okay, high school drama, wherever you want it, however way you want to put it. When I say high school drama, that includes everybody. I'm not leaving anybody out. All right. Hey dogs, where are you? But yeah, that's everybody. Okay, I just want to make that clear. When I say stuff like that, I'm including everybody. No one's being singled out, and no one's being excluded either. I mean, with the possible exception of maybe Numi, who actually did the right thing, and it's like, I have a problem with you, let's work it out as like adults, but you know, right? Let's not go there. But like Shidoli, Bao, Nautilus, I know, who to me, petty, immature people who couldn't fucking communicate their feelings because for whatever reason, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, I don't subscribe to the mean girl thing. I was like, well, if you're gonna say that, just make sure you include Cinder in there because she did some mean girl stuff, by the way. Mean girls to me means immature behavior. I was like, well, she did that too. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not hating on her. I'm trying to make that. I want to make that very clear. I'm not hating on her. Yeah, let's not go there. What I'm saying is, I've seen the behavior. The difference is she acknowledges the behavior. That's the reason why I'm like going, okay, I respect her for doing that. Should Bao and Shiloli and the rest of them acknowledge their mistakes? Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, they should. Are they going to? Probably not. It would be highly unlikely. Yeah, I know Bao's going through a blocking spree. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get blocked, to be honest with you. But then again, I mean, I don't make comments about them on a daily basis. It's like, or when they get into trouble or something like that. I think I made I got into like a little bit a kerfuffle on a thread, but that's about it. And it wasn't really directed at her. It was directed at basically our fans. But no, it's. I mean, the whole art thing. That's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. I just sat there and waited for it. It's like I knew that was gonna come back and bite her in the ass. You got people who are getting pissed off about AI, and all of a sudden you're gonna call them out for not paying you to, or making not safe work images of you, and on a website where you didn't read the copyright part of it. Guess what? That's on you, lady. That's not on that. That's not on that website's problem. That's not the website's problem. That's you. That's a you problem. I like saying you problems because it's true. I mean, most times what people have problems with is strictly on them. Oh, I don't like this person. Why? His nose is crooked. Okay. That it? Yeah. That's a you problem. That's not his problem. There's nothing fucking he can do about that. Sort of like, oh, I don't like her. Why? Because she did this and this. Did you tell her? No. Then how the fuck did she not was gonna know that she did something wrong if you don't tell her? And see, but that's no that part of the document. These slop tubers, like false ID, like Mugen, Linda, Remstar, don't acknowledge. All right, everybody sucked at communicating with each other. Nobody wanted to admit they had a problem with somebody. They wanted to be this. No, they wanted to portray the same image they have for the fans to their friends. No, which is not a realistic image. Okay, I mean, your friendship don't end just because you get pissed off at somebody. I'm pissed off at your friend. If your friend did something that bothers you, be a friend and tell them. Don't sit there and bottle it up and wait to explode and do a fucking Google Doc. Okay, thank you. I guess I had to look up to make that happen. I mean, in all seriousness, and actually I was serious. I don't know why I said that. Slop tubers make things worse because it isn't about the facts. It's not about the people involved either. Okay, it's about the fucking numbers. Oh, this seems like a good story that I can report on and make get a lot of views, get a lot of subscribers. Ooh, that's a bad idea. You know? Happy Georgia. I'm walking my dog, so so but yeah, I mean false. I mean, I'll be honest. A lot of the people I've mentioned, false ID, Linda, Remstar, I really don't have a beef with them. I don't have a problem. In many ways, I do respect them. And I thought the way I was doing things is the way they did things, to be honest with you. Obviously, I was wrong. Which is disappointing for me. I'm not crying about Roy. It's like it caught me off guard that this is how they report on things. It's like, I thought you were better than that, you know? That's kind of where I was. Kind of what happens. Like, I thought you were better than this. I mean, yeah, I've heard people criticize False and Linda and Remstar. I really don't have too much knowledge why. And I'm being honest. Okay, because something happened on Discord as far as I don't know the details. Okay, and don't tell me. I don't know. If it really doesn't involve me or people I really know well, I'm really not that interested because you're just making more work for me. Please don't make more work for me. I'm fucking lazy, people. I don't know why people don't believe I'm fucking lazy. I am fucking lazy. Don't. Please don't make more work for me. You know? I mean, shit. It's like, now this is gonna be a fucking standalone video, but I don't feel like making one and having to edit it and all that stuff. That's the reason why this is not a standalone video. Because I'm too fucking lazy to make one. Because I don't like editing. Which, by the way, real quick, I will be starting going back to editing my streams. I'm going to concentrate on VTuber highlights, and they're going to start being released next regular schedule next Saturday. And when I run out of those, which would be unlikely, I will we'll have to take a little bit of break because that's the only ones I really think I should upload. I mean, like the Minecraft ones, one, I would have to write a script and do like a little story for these things, because I can't exactly keep what's in there because people don't watch Minecraft to listen to someone bitch and moan about VTubers. Yeah, they're jackasses. It's donkey. Alright. I don't know why this is being like so laggy. I really don't. Usually it's pretty smooth. I don't really get why it's so laggy. Something running in the background now, bro. I may check it out here in a minute. So it doesn't make sense then for it to be this laggy. Because the only mod I've added is nothing that spawns. It's something I can create, which is a different type of blocks. But I mean, it's I'm really. It's really disappointing that the new media, as they call it, is becoming like the old media. The old media didn't give a flying fuck about facts either. Excuse me. Let me take a tiny bit of a break here. I want to eat something real fast. Not just like a little snack that isn't candy. I just need to get a knife. I have everything here in my room. So I'm going to go ahead and get a plate and a knife, and that way I can have a bagel. I want a bagel. I have this big craving for a bagel right at the moment. I'll be right back. Fumbling around my room. Get my bagel up. I would toast it, but I don't feel like toasting it. I like everything bagels. Because I like using chive and onion cream cheese. They don't go exactly well with blueberry. Okay. I'm back. People are bringing up Shy Lily going to dinner with Dan Clancy that happened in 2023, and they think Lily is sacrificing both. That's a fucking conspiracy theory. I don't do conspiracy theories. No. It's like the people who think that the Twin Towers were brought down by the U.S. government. Yeah, right. Go ahead with that. We didn't really land on the moon. Yeah, stick with that. The Earth is flat. Yeah, whatever. I see that your parents did way too many drugs in the 60s. That LSD apparently hits like the third generation or something. Oh, get in the garbage. You know, but it's... Yeah, I've seen that. I was like, oh, guys... Hey, let's make a reach. Let's just reach for shit. It's no that type of stuff is no different than what Slop Tubers do. Spreading misinformation, all that stuff. It doesn't help anybody. Or it just helps spread more misinformation, making for people not to truly understand what's going on. Such message. Should have toasted it. Maybe all the seeds wouldn't fall off. But I'm spreading my cream cheese on my bagel right at the moment. Just don't mind me. Or if you want to say like Project Melody, bagel. Did I show that clip? I'm pretty sure I showed that clip. Okay. Just one bagel. Now I'm going to probably say it like that for the rest of my life. All right, let me put this in the refrigerator. I do like chive and onion cream cheese. It's like the best thing in the world. I'm back. I'm coming. You know, my whole philosophy about anything anybody says, if it sounds really, really outrageous, or if it's like an innocent thing, like, no, I literally went to dinner with Dan Clancy. It's like, okay. And is that supposed to be a significant thing? I think didn't like Iron Mouse interview Dan Clancy. Does that mean she's like trying to take down Bao too or something? If we're gonna go with that train of thought. You know? I mean, Dan Clancy's been interviewed by multiple Twitch streamers, not just VTubers. Which, you know, maybe he should do less interviews and do his fucking job. You know? That's just my opinion. You know, it's like reason why I brought Slop Tubers because I did see the end of Rima Evenstar coverage of the document last night. She posted a video last night or stream last night doing the last bit of, and it was so heavily biased it wasn't even funny. She wouldn't acknowledge that Cinder admitted to doing things wrong. She was like pro everybody else. She doesn't want to admit that, hey, other people fucked up too. She even said Nihilus didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you know how to read? Well, if you do know how to read, do you know how to comprehend? Do you know critical thinking? Do you understand any of those concepts? I'm sure someone in my chat's going to bring up why no one should believe in Rema. Let's face facts. These people have an audience. And I'm sorry, I don't believe every single one of them that go watch them are hate watchers. I don't believe that for a fucking second. What I do think is that when you have a sizable audience, you have an obligation to that audience to be fair. And if you have a bias, if you're biased, don't cover the story. And you just, if someone brings up, I can't cover that. Why? I'm biased. I won't be fair about it. So I'm not going to cover it. That's probably the best way to handle things. Because if you don't do that, it's going to make you look like a horse's ass. Literally. People are calling Matra because of the Vshojo stuff? They need to fuck off if that's the case, because no, the only people who know what's going with the Vshojo stuff is the talent. And it's all being dribbled down to them. But if that's JJ, is that what people are calling her a liar because of the Vshojo stuff? Hmm. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, I want to eat a bagel. Yeah. You know what's a good idea for Grumpy to not to do? Eat and laugh at the same time. Um, Oh, Xanadu returned. Yeah, he was one of those people that were part of that black screen on Solan. And he's going to be collabing with Doki Bird. That's interesting. Knowers may resolve their problems like adults without putting it into the public after it blew up and kind of burned Niji Sanji as far as having a good reputation. And remaining profitable, too. That's another thing. At least in the West. I don't think they ever recovered from that. Because I just reposted something from Batra earlier. No, it was Mint. And she was talking about something. I don't know how anybody could be mad at any former Vshoujo talent for things that Vshoujo did. You know? It's like they're trying to stir shit up. That's all they want to do is just stir shit up. Okay. Oh, no, yeah. I'll give it 2. That's it. I mean, I don't get that. If that's what they're talking about, that's fucking stupid. I'm almost done with my bagel, guys. I'm hungry. Don't know why I got like this such massive craving for a bagel all of a sudden. Yeah, these are those Thomas bagels or something like that. They're like fancy brand bagels, and which I just wanted the store brand, but for some reason you picked this one. That's okay. I actually think the store brand bagel is better. You know, these whatever brand it is, it's just like it's okay. The texture's okay. It just no. The store brand tastes more fresh to me than these major company ones. There we go. I feel better. I got my bagel fix. I'm happy. You know what? It's kind of funny that this channel's called that grumpy old guy. Usually I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm not yelling and screaming. I mean, there's been a few times I've done that, but all in all, I'm not like really getting pissed off all the fucking time. And then again, I don't think it'd be like a really good idea to change the channel to Happy Cheery Guy. Happy Cheery Old Guy. I'm like going either, because if I did that, I probably would be pissed off all the time. There we are. Whee! I just want to get down the mountain fast. Oh, let me do that. Yeah. What? I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh, a creeper. Y'all can stay right there. I'm gonna just keep on going. How about that? Yeah. But the major problem, as I see it, you know, I'm not just talking about the center coverage, okay? With Slop Tubers. Each of them have their little pet thing they really care about. With False, it's Niji Sanji. Remna. She's not much of a reporter as someone who does exposés, like the downfall of whatever company that she wants to cover, or the downfall of this VTuber or something like that. But it's and if it's a subject they don't really care about, it's like Mordekazahan. It's got 60 fucking no. Actually, he's got 56 videos. That annoys the hell out of me. You got 4 or 5 videos in that list that are not related to Cinder. Why are you padding that out? Don't make no goddamn sense. It's like, are you stupid? And apparently he really cares about that. Or those people involved with that, especially I'm thinking Bao and Shidoli, which no, fine. No, that's your shtick. That's your shtick. No, Linda Nakasa, or the cat girl. No, she does something I find annoying. Okay, and there's a few of them that do this. Is read posts from Reddit and Twitter. I mean, come on. uh, 2 or 3, fine, but you don't need. We don't need you to read it to us. We can read it for ourselves. We want to get down to it. There's a boat. Paper boat. Paper boat. That way I know. Can't stay above water over here? No. Can't stay above water over here? No. Do I have doors on me? Yes. Okay, here we go. Uh-huh. Silly me. I knew I was prepared for us. But, you know, and just because I call someone a slop tuber does not mean I hate them, by the way. It's something far worse than it. I don't trust them. That's the point. It's like, in my opinion, you shouldn't trust them either. To be concerned about getting the facts right. They're more concerned about what's the popular narrative, because that's what I'm gonna go with. I mean, it's like, if I'm assuming, and this is just me assuming here, by the way, that they're going to take the stance with the whole bow thing, where the tendency is to go with the large successful male career. That's not what she meant. And then she should say what she means. They're going to go with all people misunderstanding what Bao put in that thing. That's what they're all going to go with, because that seems like what the majority of people are doing. But if you really look at it, it's the majority of what female content creators are saying. Okay, what a bunch of men are saying is like, hey, they're not every single large male content creator is that way. Don't make statements like that. Now you're just putting everybody in a certain demographic of abusers of some type. I don't think Shiloh has anything to do with it. I think what's going on with Shiloh not saying anything about what's going on with Bao is she knows if she says anything, people are going to bring up Cinder and what happened in that whole thing, because she didn't look too fucking good, to be honest with you. And basically, she's doing what I said that they should do. Keep your mouth shut. Don't talk about it. Because it's just going to make you look bad. I mean, and I'll be quite honest. Don't post anything on your Discord that you know it's going to come out. You know, there's no. I'm not saying Power Pups are the ones that are doing this. I think all VTuber communities do this. They're members of multiple Discords, and if someone says something bad about their Oshi, they'll be the first group to post it. You know, but if you can't say it to their face, maybe you shouldn't say it at all. Yeah, that went down the wrong pipe. Jungle. I'm not really looking for a jungle. Welcome to the jungle. We have fun in games. I can't fucking sing for shit. Yeah, I'm staying out of the jungle. But it's, if you're not willing if you want to do what Bao did, okay, let's put it this way. Let's just say you want to be someone who comments on social issues, you know. It's not that I don't care about social issues. I just don't want to comment on it because I don't want to deal with the bullshit. All right. I'll be honest about it. I just don't want to feel like dealing with the nutsy people that are also part of talking about social issues. Just don't have time for them, and I don't want to deal with them. So I'm not going to talk about it. But if you are going to go that route and talk about social issues or political issues, you best be ready for people to come out against you. That's what Bao did. She was talking about a social issue. And it's like you got to kind of read the fucking room a little bit. Okay, this isn't 2019 anymore, people. All right. You can't get away saying all men are bad. You just can't. It's not going to happen. People won't let you do it. And you can't get away with it. This what happened. Women being assaulted doesn't happen to men. Okay, here's the truth. If you want to look it up, statistically speaking, reason why you don't have that many cases of men being sexually assaulted is because they don't report it. Because they're embarrassed. Whether it be men on men or woman sexually assaulting a man, they're embarrassed by it. Because there is a stereotype of what a big, strong man is. And that stereotype has been around for for hundreds of years. Yeah, I'll get the words out. For a millennia. Yeah, a millennia. There we go. For hundreds of years, this has been the stereotype of what a big, strong man is. Big, strong man don't get sexually assaulted. Big, strong man don't cry. A big, strong man, handles everything on his own. Now, if the reality is that this shit happens to men, men do cry, by the way. I cried on stream, so men do get afraid. Men can be abused. Men can be anything that can happen to a woman can't happen to a man. All right, it's just for men have it in their head. If they report this stuff, they look weak. All right, it goes back to how men handle things. Okay, we tend to keep things private. We don't go public with everything. Unless it's absolutely the only way we can get some resolution to it. If that's our last option. All right. Our first option, we're going to keep it private. We're going to work it out between ourselves, and that be that. And our last option is to go public with our issues, because most men typically don't want their flaws to be public. They don't want to appear weak. That's like something men don't like because of the stereotypes. And this is not just white men or black men or anything like that. It's just men in general. And this is not all men, by the way. This is a typical men behavior. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. They should be comfortable. No, that's a lot. Really fucking easy to say, but really hard to do because you've been raised to be. It's still believed that men should be the caregivers, the breadwinners, and all that stuff. Don't get Darth Vader behind me. Which is kind of idiotic. Alright. I need an iron pick. I probably should make another one of those while I'm at it, too. Well, that one's about to break. You sound like my ex-wife when she came home from going out with her girlfriends. She apparently was gargling something. Don't ask me where that came from. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from. Oh, you're a misogynist. No, I just like telling ex-wife jokes. Don't tell my can thunk. I don't know what that was. But I mean, if you think about it, if you look at it, that's the response were women sitting there going, "Oh, this only happens to women." I was like, "Oh, you're full of shit." We just don't like telling we don't like publicly displaying our trauma to be everybody, and that's the truth. Men don't like to publicly display their trauma to everybody. Now, I mean, it's because when you appear weak and it's fucking embarrassing, all that stuff. I mean, I talked about a little bit about my past trauma, which, you know, here's the other thing. Men don't talk about their trauma all the time. We try to move on from it. Typically. Not all, but majority of men, that's what they do. They try to move on from it. They don't live in it. Now, I will say that it appears like people like Bao live in it. They live in their trauma. They can't move beyond it for whatever reason. I'm not gonna try to guess why, because some people just can't move beyond it. It's not necessarily a character defect either. It's more along the lines, for whatever reason, they can't let it go. I was married to somebody like that. Okay. And it's very, very difficult when you have issues, because you got someone that you actually love and care about, and you want to help them with their issues, so your issues take a backseat to their issues. And it's like, you're in a no-win fucking scenario. Because if you don't act like a caring, loving husband, well, guess what? You're a piece of shit. Just can't fucking win. You just can't. But, and it goes with this type of biases that Slop Tubers have. Oh, we gotta protect the poor, weak woman. No, I've seen a lot of strong women. If you would say that to them, they'll probably kick your ass. There's a lot of strong women out there. If you say they're weak, they're going to be pissed at you. But rightfully so, because that's a little degrading, don't you think? To sit there, all women are weak. Really? Is that what you think? That all women are weak? I didn't say that. That's the way you are behaving. Oh, she only said that because she went through a horrible thing. Well, I'm sympathize with her with that. But the same token, that doesn't give her a free pass. Yes, this bad thing happened to you. All right. But it doesn't give you an excuse to be a horrible person. You know? I mean, I am so happy that, and I'm being quite honest about this, that Cinder says she wants to move on from this, and she hasn't brought it up. I know there's a few times she got emotional during a game, when you're talking about friendships and people talking to each other, all that stuff. I get that. I mean, it was a little, no, she had a reason. But she just wants to keep moving forward. Good for her. Because let's be honest with each other. After I get something to drink because I was really, really thirsty. If all Cinder streams would be talking about this stuff, she would have a lot more viewers. Because everybody wants to see someone, they want to see the fight. Oh, Cinder said this about her. Oh, she turned around and said this about Cinder. Oh, Cinder responded. Yeah, everybody wants to see that. There's people that want to see it. You know? And that would be a big fucking mistake. Because it doesn't help, you know. Huh. Yeah, I'm better off going straight. I want to go to that in Jungle Temple. All right. I hate Dripstone Caves. It seems to be popular in Savannah, these Dripstone Caves. I mean, look at this. Uh-huh. That was a close one. But like I said, you know, you don't need to live in your trauma. You know, but don't get me wrong. If you're an adult, and sometimes they'll tell you things that you need to hear, but you don't particularly want to hear. You know,